Okay, so literacy is split into reading and writing. So starting with reading, I would say read with your children. Listen, let them hear you read stories, even if it's the favourite story over and over again. Children hearing you read is a start to them becoming a reader. Then also let them speak to you and retell their own stories. These are all great foundation skills for learning to become a reader. Once they join us in September, those are skills that we will be building on too, but also then we will introduce phonics, and the scheme that we follow is letters and sounds. Phonics is the skill we use to teach the children to help them read. Writing. Children love to write. Let them pick up pencils, let them make. Making marks on a page is the signs that your child is becoming a writer. Help them give meaning to the marks that they make. And those marks will then turn into forming recognisable letters, often letters that are linked to their name, so help them maybe copy letters from their name. And once they've started learning the letters that sounds make, they will begin to form that symbol on a page. Maybe they could help you write a shopping list. Maybe you need apples, they could write app for apples. Helping children give meaning to the words they put on page lets them know how powerful and meaningful writing is, and they will want to become writers, they will want to become story writers, they will want to write letters. There is, over the holidays, there may be lots of ways that you can engage your child in writing, whether it be chalk on the garden path, or picking up a stick and digging it in the mud, forming letters in the mud. There are all lots of exciting ways you can help promote your child with writing. Maths. Maths is everywhere. Maths is counting the steps to school. Maths is counting how many steps there are in the staircase up to the front door. Helping your child count, recognise the numbers on a bus stop, or recognise your numbers on the front door, are helping the child with recognition of numerals. Putting potatoes onto the plate. Daddy's got 2, let's give him 2 more. We've got 4 potatoes. That's starting off with simple addition. Oh, I see that you've got 4 carrots on your plate. Oh, now you've eaten 1, now you've got 1 less. We've got 3 carrots on your plate. Maths can happen in everyday life. So helping children with their counting skills can be fit into your daily routine. As can shape, space and measure is another element that comes into maths, and shapes are everywhere. You could go on a shape walk and see what shapes you can spot in and around the environment. Can you see, I could spy something that looks like a triangle. I can see, look at the bus stop, there's a circle. Talking about maths is everywhere. You can do, what else could we do? Measuring. They could go and get themselves a cup of water. Or could you fill that up halfway? Can you measure how tall you are using your Lego bricks? Maths is a really playful, hands-on, talkative experience, and that's how you can do it at home, and similarly the ways we'll be teaching it at school. Understanding the world is our geography, is our RE, is our ICT, is our history, and this is where the children will talk about events in their lives, talk about you guys, and there's a lot to talk about at the moment, so we will be really focusing on the children's what's important to them. Family's been so important at this time, so we'll be talking about the most important things to them, maybe looking at similarities and differences, and how people have had different experiences at this time. Making observations about animals and plants. We'll get out into the garden and looking at what's happening in nature. So it's really about making lots of observations, linking back to that communication and language, and using lots of talk to explore our world. Expressive arts and design is our music, is our art, is our DT, is our design, where we sing, we make up songs, we dance, we use lots of different materials. Children have free access to craft, so they can always expressing their thoughts and ideas through art, music, role play, dance and stories. So those are all the areas of learning in the early years foundation stage, and by the end your children will be secure in all of these areas, ready for as their journey continues throughout Hill House. Just to give you a little bit more on how we assess the children. So the areas of learning of the EYFS stage set out your children's love for learning and how we move forward. So we use all the areas of learning. We observe them, we assess, we plan for your children's individual needs. The areas of learning make sure that we are constantly challenging and helping your child to learn, develop and succeed. And the best way for us to achieve and succeed is to challenge your child and to motivate them, and the best way of that is through play. So we offer a play-based curriculum whereby we follow the children's interests of the children, and that's how we deliver our teaching. And a child that is highly motivated and enthused by their environment will want to learn. The children will have access to both an indoor and outdoor environment. This will come rain or shine, so make sure they come equipped for any weather, because we will be out there supporting the children's learning regardless of, fair enough, if it's pouring down heavy or there's a huge storm, maybe not, but we are out there come rain or shine. And as we say, there's no such thing as bad weather, but only bad clothes. So that's what we do for your children at school, but we also want you to recognise yourself as your child's first teacher. You know your child the best, and you are quite aware of their strengths and the areas of development. And so we welcome you to share and support us in the learning and assessment of your child. We have set up a reception email where you can share your child's wow moments. This can be photos, or just want to drop us a message of something that you really are proud of. And more of this information will be sent home in packs over the coming weeks and before September, as we sort out